Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Chemistry is Fun. Today we will deal with the topic solid state, number of atoms in a unit cell. As we all know and we have seen that any crystal lattice is made up of a large number of unit cells. So in every crystal lattice there will be many unit cells and every lattice point is occupied by a constituent particle. That is, at every lattice point there will be a constituent particle. That particle may be atom or molecule or ion. This we have seen in the previous videos. Now here, since we are calculating the number of atoms in a unit cell, for simplicity we will take that the constituent particle is an atom. So now let us proceed. Now in a primitive cubic unit cell, there is an atom at the corner. Okay, there is an atom at the corner. You can see in this diagram, this blue colored, there is an atom at the corner. Okay, so let us go back. There is an atom at the corner and each atom is shared by 8 adjacent unit cells. I will show you again the diagram. You please see here. You can see this is the atom of blue color. Adjacent you can see there are 8 unit cells. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, bottom 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are total 8 unit cells here as per this diagram also. So there is an atom at the corner and each atom is shared by 8 adjacent unit cells. In the same layer there will be 4 unit cells and there are 4 unit cells either in the upper layer or the lower layer. Once again we go back. You can see on the upper layer 1, 2, 3, 4, lower layer 1, 2, 3 and 4. So total there are 8 adjacent. Now see in this case, since 4 unit cells are in the same layer and other 4 unit cells will be in the upper layer or the lower layer. So it is being shared by how many unit cells? There are 8, so 8 unit cells. So then if one thing is shared by 8 participants, then how much will belong to a particular unit cell here? There are 8 unit cells. So 1/8 of the atom. 1/8 of the atom will belong to the particular unit cell. So this is one part over. But 1 cubic unit cell has 8 atoms at 8 corners. At all the corners there will be the atoms. So 8 atoms at 8 corners. But each atom will contribute only 1/8 to each unit cell because each atom is shared by 8 adjacent unit cells. So how much share of each atom is for one cell? 1/8. 1/8 of an atom can belong to a particular unit cell. So each cubic unit cell has 8 atoms and another thing is 1/8 of the atom belongs to a particular unit cell. So on the whole we can say that each cubic unit cell has 8 atoms at the corners and total number of atoms in one unit cell will be 8 into 1/8 because only 1/8 of the atom belongs to a particular unit cell and like that there are 8 atoms. So 8 into 1/8. So total number of atoms in one unit cell will be 8 into 1/8, that is equal to 1 atom. Next we go to body centered cubic unit cell. Body centered cubic unit cell. In this there is something special we see. There is an atom at each of the corners, that is like the previous one, and also one at its body center. One at its body center. Now this atom at the center will totally belong to that unit cell where it is present. So now how to calculate total number of atoms? First there are 8 corners. Okay. In the 8 corners, there is one atom at every corner. But we know that each atom will contribute 1/8 to one particular unit cell. So it is 1 by 8 into 8. That is 8 into 1 by 8, one atom from the corners. And we have seen that the body center atom, the atom at the center wholly belongs to the unit cell. So that will contribute 1 into 1, 1. So total how many? Total number of atoms per unit cell is equal to 2 atoms. 1 and this one. So this one and this one. Added together we get total number of atoms per unit cell is equal to 2 atoms. This is, you see, one is at the center. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. These will be here and here 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 8 corners. And one we get at the center. This contributes totally. And at the centers it will be 8 into 1 by 8. So 8 into 1 by 8 is equal to 1, as we have seen here. I go back again once. 8 into 1 by 8, that is equal to 1 atom, and one body center that contributes totally. So 1 atom. 1 plus 1. Total number of atoms per unit cell is equal to 2 atoms. Next is face-centered cubic unit cell. So first of all, the first situation is the same, that is atoms at all the corners. And at the center also, as the name suggests, centered, face-centered. So at the center of all the faces. So there will be atoms at all the corners and at the center of all the faces of the cube. Now every face, the center of the face is shared by 2 adjacent unit cells. Okay. The atom at the face center will be shared by 2 adjacent unit cells. So half of each atom belongs to one unit cell because it is shared by 2 adjacent unit cells. So now see, let us calculate total number. At 8 corners, there are atoms, but every atom will contribute only 1/8 for one unit cell because it is shared by 8. So 8 corner atoms into 1 by 8 atom per unit cell, that is 8 into 1 by 8, that is 1 atom. That is from the corners. Now 6 face-centered atoms are there. For every face there will be one, but that is shared by 2. So for one face-centered atom will contribute half per unit cell. So 6 face-centered atoms into half atom, that is 6 into 1 by 2, that is 3 atoms. This is from the center of the face, that one. Now total number of atoms per unit cell will be equal to 4. 1 plus 3 equal to 4. 4 atoms. You can see in this figure, you see for every face center there is one constituent particle, and at the corner you see every corner. These are the corners for every, okay, the corners also. So total how many? 4. 4 atoms. Okay. So students, with this I hope you all could understand whatever we discussed today. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel and share my channel. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you.